What's up everybody, welcome to the club. In today's video we're going to be drawing Goku Omni God from Dragon Ball. Now the first thing we want to do is start in the center of our page with the upper eyelid. So we're going to start over on the left side at the very top. We're going to curve in and then down on the inside. Let's do the same thing on the right. So we're going to leave a gap in the center, line up the inside of the eyelid, curve up and then out. Let's go back to the inside and curl in the brow. Starting on the left, we come in and then pull that up. And we'll do the same thing on the right side. Now let's connect the inside of the brow with a curve, coming down and then up. And then in the center, we draw a short line going up. Now let's draw in the eyes. From the inside corner of the eye, we draw a straight line coming down. Now let's go to the outside. We draw a straight angle line coming down and then in. And then from the outside, we're going to curve across and then in towards the inside corner of the eye. Let's tuck the iris and pupil underneath the brow. So over on the left side, we're going to draw a small half circle, curving around and back up. Let's line this up on the right side and do the same thing. Now in the center of the iris at the very top, we're going to draw a small circle and fill that in black. Now we're going to add that fold along the bottom of the eyes. Starting from the left side, we step down, draw a curve coming in, and do the same thing on the right side. Let's move to the center and draw the nose. Right in the middle, start with a point. From here I'm going to angle up and out towards the left, and then the right. Then we're going to move down and draw the mouth. Starting on the left side, we start with a curve coming down and then up. I'm going to bend down the corners of the mouth, going out and then down. We'll step down, draw a short curve, going up and then down for the lower lip. Now we're going to move up and draw that large symbol in the center of the forehead. Starting in the middle, start with a point. From here we're going to angle up and out towards the left. Go back to the center and go up and out towards the right. Now let's flatten off the ends with a short angle line going up and in. Now I'm going to follow that same angle coming down to right about there. And we'll close off the inside with a straight line. Now from the bottom, we're going to step up in the middle, start with another point. And then from the center, we're going to angle up and out towards the left, aiming towards the left point. Do the same thing on the right. And then we'll close off the top. Now we're going to move back up in the center, start with another point. We're going to draw the hair going around the side of the head. So from the center, we're going to curve up and out towards the left. Go back to the center, curve up and then out towards the right. And then from the top, we're going to curve out around the eye and then pull that in. Go around the eye, pull that down and then in. Let's taper this back up and out so it gets wider. Come up to right above there. We're going to pull this up and in, just up above this point. And then we'll pull these down towards the center. Starting on the left, we'll curve in and then down. Now we're going to move back down and draw the top edge of the eyebrow. Starting from the top corner on the left, we'll step up. We're going to taper this so it gets a little bit narrower as it comes in towards that brow. Line this up on the right and do the same thing. Now we're going to draw the lower half of the head. In line with the bottom of the eye, we're going to go out underneath the hair, draw a straight angle line coming down and in, about the same height as the mouth. Let's do the same thing on the right. Go down and then in. We're going to round out the jaw, come down with a straight line towards the chin. Round this out, come down and in. We're going to round out the chin, and go back up and out towards the right. And let's add the bottom edge of the earlobe. Starting on the side of the head, we're going to curve out and then up underneath the hair. Now we want to accentuate the brow by adding a curve along the top. So from this point, we're going to step out, curve up, and then out. We'll line this up on the right and do the same thing. Now we're going to move up and draw on the hair spikes. From this point, we're going to step up, start with a curve, going up and out towards the right, towards the tip. I'm just going to bend this back down. Bring it down, then out towards the right, aiming towards this point. And then we'll tuck the side spikes in behind. From here, we're going to step up, curve out, and then back in. Line this up on the right and go in the opposite direction. Curving out and then in. Now we'll pull this out towards the side. Out and then down. Let's create another overlap. Starting on the left, we're going to step up, curve out, and then up. And we'll pull this down and in towards the side of the head. Stop right about there. And then from here we're going to curve out and bend that up toward the side. And again, we're going to pull this down and in. I'm just going to stop right about there. Now we add one point coming down and out. So start on the left side, come down and out with a short line. And then we'll pull this up and in behind the jaw. So let's start on the left. Curving in, up, in behind the hair. We'll continue on the inside, in behind the head. Let's do the same thing on the right. Curving in, up, in behind the hair. Continue on the inside towards the head. Now we're going to move down and draw on the sides of the body. From the chin, we're going to move over towards the left, curve out and down towards the hip. Go over towards the right, we're going to do the same thing. We're going down to the same height. Now let's connect the hips with a curve. Going down and then up. We're going to step up and draw that same curve to the top of the sash. Let's add a couple wrinkles along the sash. From the top, we'll step down, curve down and across, go to the right side, step up, go in the opposite direction. Now we're going to add the torn edge of the pant along the top of the belt. Starting on the left, we're going to step up, curve down and in, curve up and out. Now we're going to make our way towards the center. Curving in and then down. Do that again. Going up. It's going to pull this in towards the center, just up above the belt. Now we're going to go in the opposite direction. Curving up and out towards the right. We're going to add another point. And then we're just going to bend this out and up toward the side of the body. And we're going to add the edge of the chest just up above. Starting on the left, we're going to curve up and then down. Let's add that marking across the chest. Starting on the left side, we're going to start with a straight line from left to right. Step down, draw that twice. On the end of the line on top, we're going to draw a half circle, going up and then down. Do the same thing on the right. And we're going to continue this line going out towards the side of the body. Now I'm going to go in the opposite direction along the bottom. Starting on the end on the left, curve down and then up. And then we'll continue that line towards the side of the body. Now we're going to continue working down with the legs. In the center, we're going to start with a straight line coming down. I'm going to curve up and out with a short line on either side, sort of aiming towards the hip. Let's go back to the center. We're going to curve down and then out towards the left, and then the right. Then we go back up to the hip. We're going to round out the side of the leg, curving out and then bending that in. And then we're going to create that fold along the bottom of the pant. Stepping up on the outside, curve out, rounding out the bottom. We'll just pull that up on the inside. Do the same thing on the right. Curving around, up, and then in towards the side of the leg. Let's add some more folds to the pant. We're going to start at the bottom of the belt, curve out and down on either side. Now along the bottom, we draw another curve, and down and up. And then we'll tuck the feet in underneath the pant. On the inside of the leg on the left, draw a short angle line coming down and out on both sides. Now we're going to round out the bottom of the feet. Starting from the heel, curve down and up towards the toe. Let's go back to the left side. We're going to curve the top of the foot, going up and then in with a short line. Do the same thing with the right, going up and then in. Now from here, I'm going to curve across and up towards the inside of the leg. Come down and then pull that up. Almost tracing that same curve along the bottom of the foot. And then from that top point, we're going to follow that same angle line, going up and in underneath the pant. And then we're going to add the top of the strap. Stepping up, we're going to trace that same curve going across towards the inside. And then we're going to add that trim along the front of the foot. Stepping in, by that same angle line going in behind that strap. And down to the bottom, we're going to curve out and then down. Let's move back up and draw on the arms. On the left side, we're going to step up underneath the head, curve out, and then down towards the elbow. Go to the right, and do the same thing. Now back on the side, from the elbow, we're going to curve down and then out towards the wrist on both sides. Let's start with the thumb. From the wrist, we're going to curve up, round this out and come down. I'm just going to round out the thumb and then just pull that up. Do the same thing on the right. Going up, down, rounding out the thumb and then going up. Then we're going to stack 3 fingers along the side in behind the thumb. So start with the first finger, draw a half oval, curving out and back in. Do that again. From the bottom, curve out, in, and then up underneath the thumb, and then one last time. And we do the same thing over on the right. Start with that first finger, second finger going up underneath the thumb, and then the third. From the bottom of this finger, we're going to curve down and then up towards the wrist. And down around the palm, and I'm just going to pull that up. Let's do the same thing on the right. We start from the wrist, curve down, and then up. I also want to add the edge of the palm on the inside of the thumb. So right here, we're going to curve down and then in. Now let's draw on the bottom of the arm. From the inside of the palm, curve down, and then bend that up underneath the body. We'll line this up on the right side and do the same thing. Curving down and then up. Now we're going to draw the inside of the wristband, stepping in, curve in, and then back out. Do the same thing on the right side. And then we'll add that stripe going across the arm. Starting from the top, curve down, and then out in behind the wristband. Step down, draw that twice. In behind the body. Line this up on the right and do the same thing. Curving down and out, step down, draw that twice. And one last thing we're going to do is add a little bit more hair on the bottom of the head. So we start up here, curve down and out, and the same thing on the right. I'm just going to taper that back in behind the side of the arms. And that's pretty much it. There's Goku Omnigod from Dragon Ball. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Make sure you subscribe and send me your requests in the comments below. Thanks for watching and we'll see you again soon.